Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name, as always, is Chris Army, and we're back again with some more Franchise Hockey Manager 2. So, in the last video we rounded up what had happened over the preseason. We sort of simmed that in the video. We looked at a couple of free agents, we brought one in, there's a waiver option, a few issues along the way that we need to take care of. So, we'll bring you up to date a little bit as we go through this video, in case you missed some of the last video. You can see our team here though, so we're not going to go too much through that. But yeah, one thing that did show up in the last is the fact that Patrick Berglund is available through waivers. So I put a claim in on Patrick Berglund at the end of the last video. I think he'd make an excellent third liner, maybe a fourth liner for us. We'd be able to find him a lot of other time. On the penalty kill, I believe would be a nice place for him. So, yeah, we put a claim in there. The Blues also released Deschanais. They're trying to send him down. And Dmitry Yaskin. Now, I like Yaskin. I think 23 years of age, left, right wing. Got a bit of an improvement to do, but for the future we might be able to claim him and then do some trades to get rid of maybe Rackle, who I think is the worst of our four left wingers going forward, sort of in the future. Rantanen does have a lot of upside. I just can't get him working as an offensive player. So if Yaskin is going to come into the team, maybe play more as a defensive player. We can see here he's got a lot of physical and mentals, but he is really good offensively. Maybe I can get rid of Rantanen, I can get rid of Rackle, I could bring in Yaskin, and I could bring in Berglund. That would be a dream case for me. Picking up draft picks and getting two guys off waivers. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I've put my claims in for both. I'd be happy with either one. I'd be really happy with Berglund for what he could do now. But Yaskin also going forward throughout the next few years, I'd like to see what he did on this team. So that's kind of where we are. Why don't we just delete all messages though, because we're done with that. And yeah, everybody's sort of set up and ready to play. So let me just go in and edit these lines up a little bit, give Rantanen a bit more offensive minutes than anything else. Okay, so Rantanen moves up to the second, Bodka and Rackle move down. Rackle is on penalty kill, Bodka is on power play, and Rantanen shares the point with Gergensons for the power play lines. That's kind of what I've set up, and yeah, I think that'll be good enough. So away to Montreal, that is going to be our first game. So we're going to play the Canadiens and have a look, and then sim forward, picking up our results as and when we can to see if we do not get perhaps Berglund. I expect not to, but hopefully we will. So there's a few game facts. You can sort of pick out anything you think is important there, but Schneider versus Price, that is first versus third in the league, kind of when we looked at things earlier. I think Schneider may be top 5 instead of top 3. Carey Price is definitely the number 1 in the league by my book though, and PK Subban is maybe top 3 defenseman. Mats Duchene is maybe down the list a little on terms of in terms of forwards, but he did have a good season last season, so I'm really happy with how we line up. They've got Pacioretty, Kachanyuk, and Gallagher as their front liner. That's okay. I don't like their depth. They don't really have too much there. Subban, Markov is okay. The rest, again, I don't like. I think we've got this. I do think we should be able to get this. So scoring summary, very fast, sim to the period end. Let's get going. For the first period of the second season, the Montreal Canadiens at home to the Colorado Avalanche. Let's go Avs. So let's see what we can do here. Now look, Subban with a couple of shots. Matt Duchene there though. Oh, McKinnon. Gotta be here. I don't know how to pronounce his name, by the way. Shane Gottisby here, or like that's what it looks like. Got or Gost is be here. So I may have to look up some commentary and try and get his name down. But right now we are playing decently well. We're getting a lot of shots on target. Hansel picks up there with another goal. End of the first period, 27 shots to 5. Oh, Carey Price is good, but he's not that good, guys. He is not that good. He cannot keep us quiet. And so Hansel and Shane Gottisby here with the 2 goals. Let's hope that the second period is just as fruitful. Let's see, giveaways. We're okay on that. Takeaways, we're actually beating them on. That's something we struggled to do with many teams last season. Throwing the hits, staying out of the penalty box, getting the shots in. That's a bit better for us. Oh, we're in the penalty box there though. So Landeskog, and he grabs himself a goal. Nice little takeaway there, it looked like, in the offensive area. Maybe not. Lowry, stay out of the box, please. Only go in if they go in at the same time. So I'm fairly happy that the first half of the game has gone. We keep putting them in the penalty box. We keep on throwing shots. Barry, Price. And there we go. Look at that. Mikhail Bodka grabs himself a goal. We're 4-0 up here as time ticks down towards the second period ending. Gergensons will come out the box roughly the same time as their guy. 1 minute left in the second period. 8 shots to the Montreal Canadiens at home. But 41 shots on goal. That means 44 saves for Carey Price. He's good, but he cannot stop the Avalanche. We are throwing pucks on net. You miss 99% of the shots that you take, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And yeah, we're getting some good shots on target. You know, we're turning over. We're spraying from the blue line. We're getting down into the slot. All 4 goals have come different areas. 2 close, 1 to the left and right of Price, and 2 out wide as well. Again, 1 on either wing. So that's pretty nice to see that we're varying our shots. We're getting them on target, and we are scoring. So that is pretty good. We're staying at the penalty box. Giveaways are less than them. We're winning face-offs. You know, there's a lot to like. Trouba. Oh, and we can't keep the clean sheet. Max Pacioretty with the goal there. Let's hope that's the only one though. Let's keep them out. They got a lot of shots in this third period compared to the rest of the game. Can we break 60? Come on, guys. Give me 60 shots. Come on. There we go. 7 seconds left in the entire game. And Matt Duchene throws shot number 60 against Carey Price. 56 saves. I'm overwhelmed a little bit there. I'm overwhelmed. I mean, oh my gosh. Like 56 saves he made. He didn't even make the top 3 look. Gottisby here with a goal. Landeskog, goal and assist. Tyson Barrie grabbed a pair of assists. We didn't score in the third, they did, but yeah, so Landy and Nate grabbing assists on that first goal. Hansel grabbing the second goal, of course. Barry and Bodka there with assists. Pietrangelo up to Landeskog. That is a good goal for the captain to grab. And Ryan O'Reilly getting himself an assist. Barry there and Bodka. So 2 points for Bodka, 2 points for Barry, 2 points for Landeskog. I mean, those are all decent sort of numbers. I'm really happy with that, guys. I am really, really happy with that. I did not think that we would get off to that kind of start. So let's skip through them. Some of these days. Yeah, I'll just go day by day at the moment, just so we can keep an eye on what actually is happening in terms of those waivers that will be going on. Maybe some trade that we can take a look at. Might be worth me looking at the trading blocks just to see who is available. So, ooh, really? Okay, so Jesper Fast has gone to Ottawa. He is decent, very physical, so that's quite an interesting one. But Avalanche obtain Dmitry Yaskin as a possible option. 3.5 star, 4 star, can play left, right wing. Okay. And 3.5, 3.5. So not 4 star, 4 star as we scouted. But Patrick Berglund, a very nice option, I think, at that. To pick up on a free like that, that is awesome. That is awesome. And does that now mean that they don't have to pass waivers? So I can actually send down Yaskin for this season if I wanted to. Naked deals. Yaskin's better on. So let's put Kadil's down onto that Rampage side. And yeah, wow. So Rantanen or Oracle, I mean, with Berglund now in the team, the defensive sort of play that we've got Rackle for, we no longer need him. So do we go with Berglund? Do we go with Rackle? Do we trade Rackle now? I think I might be wanting to trade Rickard Rackle. I mean, what else we got? Lowry maybe? Trade away Lowry or Gergensons. And move Rackle inside, put Berglund in there. I don't know, but we're one player over. And oh, well, isn't this fun and games? I did not expect to get both. I really did not expect to get both. 20 players already dressed. Let's scratch Rackle and send him down. Oh no, Rackle needs to clear waivers. Ooh. Okay, so Yaskil then. Yaskin can move down to the Rampage. He does not need to clear waivers. Rackle becomes our backup. Wow, I need to go change these lines then, guys. I need to make some changes here. And I think we're just about there. So I've dressed Berglund, I've stripped Rackle, and the other guys have gone down. So that's Yaskin we just got in, and Kadils who's injured. So they go down for now, but I think they're good options. I might look at maybe getting rid of is it Miller? No, McGinn. Yeah, Miller's playing, so McGinn may be a player we can trade away or send down, and then bring one of those guys back up. Maybe Yaskin, because he can cover left and right. I don't know. So at the moment we got Landy on the first line, Rantanen second, Bodka on the third, and Berglund picking up the defensive sort of job on that fourth line. Where's he gone? He's up there. So, he's not the most capable defenseman, but he's pretty good. I'll be interested to see how he exactly does. And if he can generate some points on that fourth line, I'll be happy. So you've got Berglund one side, we've got Sidlovsky another side. All 14s with 115 for Berglund, all 14s for Sidlovsky. Lowry is there, 13 and 314, so that balances out quite nicely. What Berglund brings on that offense is what Lowry loses, so I'll be quite happy if we can get some sort of production there. So that's two new guys and Sidlovsky, who was 24 points from 82 games last season. I know he was on the third line and we're dropping him back, but I'm fairly interested to see how that line gels together. On that third line now, we drop Mikhail Bodka down onto that third line. 2 15s, a 14 and a 16. That's a very good player there. Gergenson's pretty decent for a third liner. A little sort of physical and a little bit of bite on that line, especially with Bodka as well. Good physical. We do play Miller on that line, who maybe not the best defensively, but he's definitely not up there in terms of offensive category either. So we've gone with Hansel, who bit of physicality on that second line, along with O'Reilly, who can batter people, which I'm hoping gives Rantanen a lot of chances to get forward. So Rantanen's an out-and-out attacker on that second line. Riley and Hansel will open it up and create something for him, and maybe that'll get him going this season. Of course, Landy, Duchesne, McKinnon, that is a filthy first line that I'm really excited with. So in order to get Berglund some more minutes, we have given him Rascal's point on position on the first line penalty kill and second line 3-on-5. So not too much has changed. Cadil's, I know, is injured at the moment and he's been sent down. He's not happy. I get it. We'll work with him on that later on. But I do think we have a couple of young centres and a couple of left wingers. Coming up to the trade deadline, we can make some moves. We can get some draft picks. Maybe even right wingers. We've got Merkley, we've got Spears, we've got Puljajavi, all young teenagers. McGinn maybe is the odd man out that we can actually get rid of. And yeah, if that's the case, then great. We'll drop McKinnon. Not McKinnon, sorry. We'll drop McGinn. We'll bring Ollie Yaskin. I can't remember. Yaskin, the guy we just picked up from St. Louis. He can be the backup right winger. And of course, Miller, Sidlovsky, Hansel, they don't have great places on this team. So if you've got a good player who can play on the right wing to come through, you best believe there's a second line spot on this team going forward in the future. So I'm quite happy. Left wing's a little congested. We've just made it even more congested. Centre's being congested, which is why McKinnon's moved out onto the right. But there's still an option on that right-hand side. So let's get through a few of these games. So let's see what we've got. Hold on. Trade. Trading block. We haven't got a trading block. Where's the... No. It's not a manager. It's not here. Where's the front office? It's in front office. There we go. Trading block. I want to see as well who else is available. Ooh, 4.5 star, eh? Yori Letra. Not a player I know very well, but... Oh, look. St. Louis Blues. They want to trade away Letra. They've dropped Bergstrom. They've put another couple of guys who are like third line guys maybe on waivers. Tampa Bay, Toronto. So there's not too much there. Yeah, there's not too much on this trade block, but Lettera, I mean, again, that's tempting. We don't have a spot. We just do not have a spot. Anyone that plays really well, though. Posma, Mitchell there, 3.5. Jelinas, Ness, yeah. Nestor. But nobody we really need to go after. The possible free agency sort of targets. Jamie Benn. Oh, look at that left wing. Jamie. Oh, Jamie Benn. We might have to target him in the off-season and put him on the right-hand side. Imagine that. Jamie Benn, Nate McKinnon down that left. Landeskog, Bodka down that right. Down that left. And then Duchesne and O'Reilly down the set. That's filthy top six. That is filthy. Victor Hedman. Who's this? Calvin DeHaan. Don't know him, but he looks good defensively. So there's an option there. Fisher's too old for me. Niederreiter, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we see how his season goes on. Datsuk, coming towards the end of his career. Chris Kreider. Ooh. Chris Kreider. He's another player I might be interested in free agency. We've got options, boys. We've got options. Look at this. Vasilevsky. If they do not sign Vasilevsky to a new contract, I'm in. You know. And yeah, I gotta go for Leon as well. Oh, so many good players, Hedman. Matthews, 1 year? Really? Austin Matthews? If he's available, of course we go in there. Jamie Benn, we go in. Kreider, we go in. Hedman, we go in. The Han, maybe we go in. Vasilevsky, Draisaitl, Ekblad, maybe even. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited looking at that. I am. Yep. Play the game at the Hurricanes. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to skip the day. So let me skip to the end of the game and we'll be back with the result. Well, there we are. I forgot end game actually clicked, so I did pause the video when I didn't need to. 5-2 looks like a really decent game. We outshot them. Let's go have a look exactly how that paid off. 2 goals from Matt Duchesne. McKinnon there with a pair of points, a goal and an assist. A hat-trick of assists for Gabi as well. That first line coming through big. So O'Reilly there from Hansel and Truba open us up. And Falk from Skinner and Lindholm. Duchesne from his line mates. DeCosta from Louis Eriksson and Jeff Skinner. And then in the third, look, Branson gets a goal from Gabi and Mats. Mats there from Orlov and Landy. And McKinnon from his pair of defensemen behind him. I like that. And that means Corey Schneider has 3 goals against in 2 games. That is pretty good. Let me delete those messages. So we finish off today. You've successfully claimed Berglund. Lovely. I knew that. He's already at my club. He's played a game. My payroll exceeds salary cap. Okay. That is interesting. Okay. So we're going to upset Chris Bigras because I can't drop McGinn and I can only drop Rantanen or Berglund from that side. So we'll drop them down. That hasn't changed. Why? Is it contracts? Is it contracts? Is this kind of what I need to... So I need to make a trade, basically, I think. I need to trade someone away, so... Yeah, okay. Who do I trade? think I'd trade Rackle and see if I can get a draft pick. Because I shouldn't trade Rackle, but we will do. Let's see how well this works. Deals is unhappy, but we could pull him back up as well. Although Yaskin I could pull up. Yeah. Let's add Rackle and McGinn to this. Yeah, Rackle and McGinn. That means I can bring up Deals and Yaskin. I can bring them both up. So look, Coyotes, who have you got the rights to? Edwin Mini. Okay. I don't think they'll go for both. Do I need that? I don't know how good Mini is, but I've got 2 good prospects. Plus, we know that Vasilevsky is maybe available. Second, no. I'd rather go for the goaltender then. I can trade him. Coyotes. Offer trade. Rackle and McGinn. And in their place, we get the rights to Edwin Mini, who is a 4.5 star, maybe a 4.5 star potential goaltender. So let's finalize that trade. Sweet. So he's an unsigned draftee, yes. Sweet. Means I don't need to touch him. That means we are under the salary cap. And that means if we go down to the rampage, we just pick up Yaskin and Deals. And Yaskin will go over to the right wing. Deals becomes backup. Yaskin is backup. And look, he's finally happy again. Lovely stuff. So I think that worked out in our favour. So we pick up a young goaltending prospect. We drop Rackle. Okay, that isn't a bad thing because we've now got Berglund. And we picked up Yaskin. So that double waiver claim, getting us the 2 wingers, means that McGinn, who was only ever backup and never really needed to play, and Rackle, who was an option that we no longer needed, even though we've only just got him. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, guys. I am quite happy with that. So Yaskin. So that's 12 to 15. So Hansel is better. Miller is slightly better. And so is Sidlovsky. So, yeah, Yaskin has still got some time to grow. I'm happy enough with that. I'm happy enough with that lineup. I'm happy enough with the depth. And it does mean as well we can go straight back down to the rampage and say, come back, Chris. So, Johns is in there. Smallman and Vader as well. So, Smallman isn't too bad. Vader has probably got a little bit more about him. But the pair of them will have to stay down there with Johns in the rampage. We do have our 23-man squad up again. And we have picked up the undrafted, unsigned draftee, Edwin Mini. He is from Wingap, Pennsylvania. He is 6'4". He is playing for the Michigan State Spartans, where he played last season and did quite well. Let's take a look. That's not bad. Okay. Decent goalie. tends to move around, doesn't get attached to his teams. Cool, that means we probably can drop him and pick him back up. Play a lot of minutes, intangibles, work ethic, injury prone, so maybe more of a backup player going forward. So that's probably why they give him up. Not the best trade from that, but considering what we gave up to what we got, and the fact that we replaced through waivers, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, guys, let me know how you think I've done with those trades. Do you agree with me getting rid of Rackle? What about McGinn? Will we right to pick up Berglund and Yaskin? Do those waiver claims actually help us with that trade? Could we have done that trade without those? I think it all played very well and built off each other there, so I'm fairly happy. We got ourselves a goalie prospect we can flip for a second round, maybe even a first round. You know, we've got 2 or 3 youngsters, at least, maybe as many as 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 even, that we don't need, that aren't in this 23. Plus a couple of players in this 23. So a couple of good draft picks along the way, and we should see ourselves fighting in line with the with the big teams, not only in the regular season, but the goal is the playoffs. We want to grab ourselves a Stanley Cup. So we're 2-0. Just to sign off, we're going to play this game at New York, see if we can go 3-0 all games on the road this season. So 1 goal conceded by Schneider in the first game, 2 in the second. Does he give up 3 in the third? Or does he not? And also Binnington. Binnington is a 13-14, 2.5-4. So 13-14, 2.5-4. 12-12, so he's got more potential, but isn't good. And 13-13, 3, 4.5. See, it's close. Our backup is close at the moment, so maybe Goodbranson becomes our number 1 of the future with Binnington as his backup. And maybe we've just got ourselves another option as the third. So let's finish off. Let's see if we can get ourselves a win. Come on, boys. At New York, can we get the job done? We can. We beat the Rangers 5-3. I thought we might see 3 goals against. So Lindbergh with a goal, Pietrangelo with 2 assists, Trouba with a goal and assist, defenseman coming up big. Nash getting on the score sheet there on the power play. A big second period, a really big second period. Stepan, Godespierre, McKinnon, Landy, Trouba, Hansel and Lindbergh. Nothing in that third sort of period to write home about. So huge second period for us. We're down, what, 2-0 at that point? We score 5 unanswered and give up 1. Keith Yandel to Oscar Lindbergh to round out the game. That is very, very, very nice. Tempted just to keep going until we lose. I am tempted. I mean, these away games. We've played 3 away games. We've won all 3 fairly comfortably. We don't have an exceptional roster. And there we go. We lose to the Islanders. So that's a way to round things out. We don't go perfect. The Islanders are. The Islanders are perfect through 4. But we're yet to play a home game. And Trouba comes up with another assist. So Landy with a goal. You can see Nate's got 3 assists. Landy's got a pair. Got 3 goals as well. We got Gossett-Bier there with 2 assists. 4 assists. Was that points maybe for Pietrangelo, Trouba again there. Ryan O'Reilly grabbing a goal too. So our big guys are getting on the score sheet, and that's okay. That's kind of what we're looking for. So throughout 4 games, we're 3-1-0, same as the Maple Leafs. The Islanders are 4-0. Down the bottom, the Rangers have lost all 3. The Blue Jackets have lost 2. So There's some interesting things going on there. Early season stats, really early seasons, but 4 goals for Nicholas Backstrom, performing there for Washington. Landy's got 3, he's on the bottom of that list. Crosby there, Landy's there, Barry, Landy again. So, off to a good start, guys, but there's a lot more hockey to come. So until then, I've been Chris Army. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you here next time with more Franchise Hockey Manager 2. Take care.